I should probably turn this up maybe just a tad. Hello, you guys. Your leader is back. Welcome. I feel like it's been a minute, okay, where I'm just here at the piano and I'm ready to just, I don't know if I want to go back to an old song or maybe even do a revitalization of a already written song, not by myself, but by somebody else. So basically cover somebody else's song. That's what it is. Okay. So if you haven't figured it out, well, actually one of my favorite songs is The Fear by Lily Allen. And I remember I was really young in like elementary school, being on the floor and first hearing this song on iHeartRadio. And I replayed this song so many times I couldn't get enough of it. And so I kept like going back, repeat. And it was just, since that day forward, it has changed my life. And I really like the lyrics. And I kind of like apply it to my life, basically being like, you're gonna get to where you want to go via music and performing and everything. But the fear is the thing that is stopping you, or all these external factors that we now have to, think about when it comes to just living every day. And I think also for women artists, there's a lot more pressure on them to fit this mold or have this certain stereotype when they go out to thusly give themselves to an audience. So this works. Some form of note there. I don't know what's finding ways for you anymore. I don't know how I'm meant to feel anymore. What do you think you pull me up? Clear. I'm being taken on by I'm not playing the notes right, so maybe I don't want to do that song. What do I want to do? This one is All the Things That They Hate About You. Let's finish some lyrics to that today. Wrong, changing my bones away. On the wrong train, I'm a bones of black. The stress makes me sad. It's all next year. Everyone shared, yeah, she's an outlaw. Egomaniac, the one, yeah, this is she. I tell to you what you did to me. Call me by my name, cause a chain reaction to all the things they hate about you. No, to all the things they hate, no. All the things they hate about you. No, to all the things they hate, no. All the things they hate about you. I didn't like the tone of my voice in that. I might have to do it a little bit better. But let's go over what this means for right now, and then we'll start getting into new lyrics for the next verse. On the wrong train track. I think at this point, let me see. Okay, this is actually really interesting. The date that I wrote it was January 7th, 2024, at 3:33 p.m. And I feel like at that point I just didn't really know what I was doing or where I was going and how things were going to end up, and whether I was actually going to solidify like a good career path or a good standing while I was in school, because I knew I was struggling. And I was struggling probably more than the average person who I also was in class with. And I just felt very defeated that, maybe I didn't pick the right industry to go into, or maybe I'm not good enough to excel at this or even complete the degree. So at that point, I was like, am I kind of questioning whether I'm on the wrong train tracks or if I'm on the right one. And at that point in time, at that moment, it seemed like it's the wrong one. I'm not good at this. I didn't want to quit, but I felt like I was going to fail. And that was my big issue. And so at that point, I broke down, not in a sense of like crying and panicking, but I just stopped working as hard as I was, and like putting in that extra effort in the beginning, and being consistent with the effort. And I just wasn't doing that, and I knew that. And there's a lot of days where that stuff still happens, so I just am very honest with the things that I know that I'm good at and what I can do. And so now I just apply the skills that I know that I excel at, versus having to squander and worry about what I'm not good at. So I said on the wrong train track. Next, my bones are black. And I said that because I felt like I wasn't feeding into myself with the right type of love. I wasn't giving myself red love. It was just all like I was harboring a lot of pain and unknowing. So I was not very healthy in what I was eating or what I was putting into my body. So I just felt like even on the inside, I could feel that, I'm just kind of deteriorating a little bit, and and it kind of goes both ways. One, because I'm a dark-skinned black woman, and two, I just felt like on the inside internally that I just felt so dark and so dull, and like I needed to fill some sort of void. But I wasn't filling the void with the correct tools for myself to thusly grow. I was really just backtracking. The stress makes me sad. When I get stressed out and I like can't get out of my head, I just rot. And I know I'm not the only one who goes through this, but I found that for a very long time, like very, very long time, that everything seems to worry me. And that does not allow me to get out of my head subsequently. And when that happens, I get depressed. I can only probably get up to go to the bathroom. I can't even get up to feed myself, to cook dinner. I just get a DoorDash meal delivered to my front door. And I didn't feel good. So all this stress is making me sad. It's all toppling on top of me. All around, changing my bones are black. The stress makes me sad. It's all an act. Because in person, I'm going to be really jovial, really jolly, really happy, and you're never going to notice that I would ever be going through something like this. And so, in this song, I was honest, and I said, this is all just an act, and none of this is real. So everything that you're seeing that I'm portraying outwardly is not really how I'm feeling inward. Or looking like I have it all together. You know, everybody has that preconceived notion that, oh my God, this girl's got freaking everything. But it's like, I mean, the one thing that I really do need is happiness and peace of mind. The one thing that I really did need was happiness and peace of mind, and I just didn't have that. The stress makes me sad, it's all an act. She ain't everyone's Jack. When I got to graduate school, I was not attracting a lot of like friends or like a study group. So I would have to end up doing a lot of things personally and individually by myself, which for this process is not usually warranted to do so because it is such an extensive process to go through. And a lot of the people who would, you know, smile in my face every day and they would make it seem like, you know, we had a better connection. I'm seeing like all these people going out together and grouping up or forming groups, and I just really felt left out. And did I feel sad about it? Yeah, and I think I'm allowed to feel that way. I don't have any ill will towards any of those people. I still think they're really great. It just was kind of an eye-opener. Like, I am not somebody these people want to like bring in their story or along with in their journey. Like, it was just another extra character on the sidelines, and it didn't feel very good to me. And I've never really been the most outspoken person. But I used to have a lot more confidence than when I did enter into this graduate process. And it was almost like I lost my voice. I stopped talking and almost nobody heard me speak. So at that point, I went into my turtle shell. I was that usual vampire that, you know, you don't get out of your room for 24 hours a day or during the weekends, or when you do have class, you skip class because like something in your brain is just telling you like, I don't know why, like I can't get up. If I'm not fully ready, then I can't go and I can't leave. And so now that I've missed one class and I have to miss all the classes because I don't want people to see that like I missed the first one. Just so much going on in my head, and I would just ruminate on all these things. Like, what is it about me? Like, is it all these things that are stacking up, and I'm just so stressed about it that like it now is showing in my outward performance, and why so many people are like staying away from me instead of including me. So she ain't everyone's Jack. Yeah, she's an outlaw. And I added that last part, yeah, she's an outlaw, is because I really like Morgan Wallen's song Outlaw. And I think at that time it was really being heavily played because I was just recognizing like, oh my God, I'm this lone star in this big desert. And I am trying to find water, whereas everybody else has found their water and their food and their supplies to help them. But I was like scrounging for just scraps and just panicking at that point. So, egomaniac. because I used to have I didn't really have a big ego because I've always been like a very caring and empathetic person, and I never want anybody ever to feel excluded because I've always felt that way. So, but I said egomaniac because I love me within myself, even if it means that I have to do things alone and by myself. So if I have to make it look like the cream of the crop, even if I know I don't have it together, my ego is gonna basically like encapsulate and try and hide down what I was really like insecure about in general. So egomaniac, the one, yeah, this is she. And I said that because my bio used to be, yes, this is she. Because I'd answer the phone and I'd be like, yes, this is she. If they're like, who is this? And they're like, is this Jordan? Yes, this is she. I do to you what you did to me. I can't remember why I included that portion. I do to you what you did to me. Call me by my name and cause a chain reaction to all the things they hate about you. So, I think what I meant by that was treating myself the way that I felt like people were treating me. So I'll do to myself what they're doing. Wow, that really made me sad. What they're doing to me. So anytime they're calling my name, like I would like, especially in class, like I would literally tense up because my heart would be beating and I'm like, I freak out and I don't know what to say. So call me by my name and cause this chain reaction. And it just brings up, like, again, all the things that they hate about me. Like when I can't voice what I'm trying to actually communicate, and then I get that stress, and then that lump in my throat is there. When I know the information is right on the top of my tongue, or right in the tip of my tongue, and right there in my noggin, and somehow the words do not follow and they don't track what's going on in my mind, or my brain is working a little bit too fast for my mouth to catch up with it. So it was like, call me by my name and cause this chain reaction to bringing up all these things that they hate. Not hate, but these were just some of the things that I perceived. Again, these are not like how people actually feel about myself. I'm not really sure. But this was just the amalgamation of what I thought in my brain, all the things that they hate about you. So, is it because I'm not on the right road? Is it because I wasn't taking care of myself properly? Is it because I hide how I'm really feeling inside? Is it because when I do voice that I'm sad, people don't want to be around like a sad person? Is it because like I'm so like on the outskirts and quiet a little bit and reserved that people don't want to interact with me? Is it because I'm this egomaniac? The one, yeah, this is she. And it's just a vicious cycle. And it hasn't ceased yet, because I feel like I felt like that through my like collegiate years. But I also used to feel like that a lot back in high school when I went to a public school. I actually ended up moving to a charter school because I was so bullied that I just, and I also just didn't like the social system of things. Like I didn't want to blindly follow the whole popularity rules kind of thing, and I didn't care to kiss ass or try or play this social game. I didn't want to do that. So I said, well, I'm going to take matters into my own hands and I'm going to go my own way. So kind of same thing with this song, just recognizing like the hurt that I would go through in those times, and just putting it down on paper. I feel a lot more, I've always felt secure, like being by myself, like trust and believe. If you ask anybody who's like seen me back in Tennessee and also now, like I just love doing things alone. And maybe I protected my peace a little bit too much, and it's kind of subtracted from what I could be of value to somewhere else if I was being included in things. But that's the other thing. Sometimes it's really hard for me to try and make like the first move. And I found that a lot of people did that with ease, where like my social interactions were just like, I don't know what to say, you know? So that is, yeah, all the things I hate about, all the things they hate about you, i.e. me. All the things I hate about you. Like you're pointing to you. And I don't hate you, and they don't hate you. Again, we're just putting this down on paper, showing how I felt in the moment. And that's all you have to take from this song. And maybe some other people can also relate to this and that feeling. It hasn't subsided. But does it get better? Yes. Yes, with time. Even when you maybe even haven't done much to move yourself along because it's too hard to actually get yourself to get up. I am just happy that even if you are going through something like that you open your eyes every day. I'm not even asking you to put your feet on the ground. Like there's days where, I'm just glued to the bed. And all I want to do is like go back to sleep or dream and I don't even want to watch like random stuff. It's just that I don't know how to make the first steps. And it's really hard for me. And I think it's gotten even harder now that everything is at our fingertips. So if these are things that you too have struggled with, trust me, trust and believe that I too have also been there. So you're not alone at all, okay? And it's normal. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise, that these are problems that you have. No. Because a lot of us are going through the same things. And sometimes I think too, like the exposure of social media just deceives us so much that we almost expect for everything that we watch from our fingertips to be real. And especially too, because a lot of the people who are affording what we're watching, they're saying that this is them as authentic as possible. So then it's kind of like, well, who am I to question whether this is true authenticity or not? But me, I don't care. I'm not hiding anything, because there's so many things that just trump my mind for no reason. I literally will wake up, and as soon as I freaking open my eyes, and if I even glare at my phone, it's over. The day's over. I won't move. Even in grad school, like I don't know what it is, and maybe I do need to go seek some help, but I also kind of do believe in raw dogging life a little bit. Sorry, and all these ads being like, better help. Are you better? Are you better? Are you better? I don't know. I tried therapy one time, and my mom had already paid for it, and I went in the room, and she said, well, your mom's already paid for this, so like anything you want to talk about, like go ahead and like open up. And I said, and why would I do that? Like, why am I telling a stranger all my crap? Like, I know what I'm going through. I'm very aware of it, and the things have already freaking happened. What can you do to basically say, I don't know, like, what can you really do to appease any of that when it's like, shit happens, sorry. And maybe that's just maybe that's, and I don't even want to say tradition me, but like low-key stuck in my ways a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I've always had to handle my problems kind of on my own. I don't feel like explaining those same things to somebody who either A, hasn't even gone through the situation, or B, is kind of just going to be there as a yes man to be like, okay, I understand what you're going through. I know. I don't want, it's a little like scary to me. I don't really like that. So for me, that's how I feel. And maybe it's a little bit different for others, but this is not an insecurity song before everybody starts crying and being like, God, she hates herself. She's so insecure, because I'm not. Stop using that as a freaking excuse for everybody. Okay? Not everybody's insecure just because you know they write something like this, or not everybody's insecure because they want to wear makeup and do this. Like, dang, like, can't people, like, maybe these are some of the ways that people just have to do things for themselves in order for them to like step back from the situation and address, you know, some of the things that you feel like you, I don't even know where I'm going with that. But stop saying people are insecure about everything. Damn. Because that's just not the truth. That's just really not the truth. And I don't know where everybody's getting that from. It's just like when people throw around like the word narcissist or rage bait or gaslight. Like, shut up and think for yourself. Like, geez. I think that's really the problem. Everybody's going through their own thing. Let them go through their own thing. Stop trying to label something and say, this is what you have. This is what you stop. This is what life is about. Exploration, failure, mistakes, success, after, trial and tribulation. You don't have to pinpoint, you're insecure, go do this, go really do some inflection work. I'm doing inflection work by waking up every day. What? I'm going in every day by being able to just hop in the shower and get clean, or answer my texts, answer some phone calls, answer an email. Those are the things that I'm insecure about. I'm insecure about trying to connect with people and network and finding a good job. Those are my insecurities. Okay? This is where this is just the steps that draw from the insecurities. And I've just fleshed them out on a piece of paper to put it in a song. So before people go a little bit crazy, because I know that's what everybody always has to explain themselves. I don't want to explain myself anymore. I just want to do. And not care. You know? That's just me, though. I hate to go on a rant there for a second. I got a little sidetracked. But you know what, you guys? To the 4 subscribers that I do have, you all are rock stars. To the 4 subscribers that I do have, I love you all. I love you all. Let's next week see if we can make it to 10 subscribers. That'd be really, really, really cool. So share this video, like, comment. If anybody's going through this and they just need some sort of like words of wisdom or affirmations, or even just a quick rant because you too are also maybe going through the same things and you're tired of hearing the same things and hearing the same feedback and don't know how to really put any action behind things. My advice to you is, even if you can't do anything, just do something. Even if it's just stepping on the ground or going back to some creative outlet that you randomly used to do when you were a child, like what I'm doing right now. So if this can help somebody in any way, shape, or form, that's all that really matters to me. Okay, you guys can do whatever you want, like, subscribe, view the video, comment. But if this helps you in any way, I would rather me being able to take that value than what a number can give me. Okay, so make sure you guys are all right at home. because I love you, I love you, I love you. If there's nobody else who says it, I'm gonna say it 10 times over. I love you, 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 I love you.